And like we talked about before, you want to shroud what's actually going to happen, the actual intentions, in some sort of pretext. So always have some sort of made-up reason to take her back to your bedroom. It could be to show her, I don't know, some cool lighter that you got, or a knife, or whatever. One thing that I like to do is there's this visualization game called the Cube. You make a girl visualize all the stuff. You make her visualize a cube and a ladder and a horse and yada, yada, yada. And whatever she says, it means something psychological about her. And what I'll do is I'll play the game with a woman, and a woman will ask me what it means. And then I'll tell her, actually, I have to confess, I don't remember what it all means, but there's this woman named Annie Gottlieb who wrote this best-selling book on it, and I have it in the other room. Come with me, we'll analyze, we'll figure out what it all means. And then I'll take her to my bedroom. Once we're in the bedroom, I'll have her sit on my bed, I'll take out the book, and we'll start analyzing some of the stuff that she visualized. And I usually only spend a couple minutes analyzing the different stuff that she visualized before moving on to stage 5 of locking her into intimacy, which is making her seduce you. And what I like to do is I'll come up with some sort of pretext or excuse for pulling her in really close to me. I'll look at her seductively like I'm about to kiss her, and then I'll push her away and maybe say, oh my God, don't look at me that way. Don't turn me on like that. Even though, of course, it was me looking at her that way. Stage 6 of locking her into intimacy is to pretend that some of her potential objections are really your objections, and make her come up with reasons why these aren't really objections. Now, you can skip this stage if you don't feel that she's going to resist having sex with you. Okay, now the last stage of locking her into intimacy, where you literally lock her in, is having sex with her. So what I like to do to start this stage off is have the woman give me a back massage. And then at a certain point, I'll say, you know, you just aren't rubbing my back right. Let me show you how to rub backs, so the next time you can rub my back properly. Here, turn around. And I'll say, you know what, actually I only give massages with oil. And I'll have them take off their shirt, and they might be a little bit hesitant and say, take off my shirt. And I'll say, yeah, take off your shirt. And I'll have them undo the back of their bra. And the reasoning for that is that I don't want to get any oil on their bra. Now, actually, I really do know a lot about massage, so usually they're blown away. I'm actually a massage therapist. And I never went to massage school to make money at it. I did it just for getting laid, another thing that I wanted to master. And I suggest you do the same. You don't have to actually become a massage therapist, but take some classes. Show the woman that you know how to use your hands. After I rub their back, I'll tell them that most of the tension in their body is actually carried in their legs. And I'll have them take off their pants. I'll let them keep their panties on. And I'll start giving them a leg massage. Now, the first leg, I'm very careful not to touch the genital area. It's just therapeutic. I'm just proving to them I really know what I'm doing. And they'll usually get pretty turned on at this point. But I make sure that I don't touch them sexually at this point. And the second leg, I'll start off very therapeutic, but I'll start to make it sexual. As I'm rubbing their upper thighs, I'll almost like clumsily start grazing around their genital area. Maybe my fingers will pass, under their panties a little bit, but not like I'm doing anything intentional. And I'll calibrate to their body movement. They might squirm away from me a bit. They might be into it. But all I'm trying to do at this point is get them comfortable with my hands in that region. Then I'll go back to massaging them, just a regular massage. Then I'll put my hands back to her genital area. And this time, instead of just grazing over that area, I'll actually start to rub her there very lightly, maybe only for a few seconds. What I'm doing is I'm pushing her comfort zone, but I'm not doing enough where she could protest, because it's ambiguous whether I'm touching her sexually or I'm just a bit clumsy and happen to be touching her there by mistake. And she's not going to say anything because she's not sure if it's in her imagination and she's being presumptuous, or if you are actually touching her in a sexual way. Then I'll go back to massaging her, very therapeutic, very non-sexual. And then I'll push the comfort level just a little further. and start rubbing around her genital area. And at this point, what you want to do is you want to calibrate to see how lubricated she is down there. And I might start to rub her down there, but I'm not directly touching her clit, and I'm not sticking my fingers inside of her. Then I go back to giving her a massage, and then I touch her down there again. And at this point, I might start massaging her clit. If she's into that, I'll start kissing her thighs and her buttocks and turn her over and start going down on her. While I'm going down on her, what I'll do is I'll put on a condom, get that taken care of. If she says anything, I'll say to her, well, we're not going to have sex, but, sometimes there's fluid exchange and you can never be too safe. And then I'll keep going down on her. I'll kiss every part of her body. And then I'll start rubbing my penis against her clit. I don't stick it inside of her. I just start rubbing my penis against her clit. And you can use some role playing to do this too. Sometimes I'll give my penis a name and ask her if her pussy has a name, or her clit. And then I'll say that they're going to Eskimo kiss. And I'll start rubbing my penis against her clit. This gets women very, very turned on. And after doing this for a while, I'll stick the tip of my penis, I'll penetrate her just with the tip of my penis. And then I'll go back to rubbing my penis against her clit. Then I'll penetrate her again with the tip of my penis, and then go back to rubbing her clit, and then penetrate her with the tip of my penis, and start penetrating her a little bit deeper, then go back to the tip of my penis, then penetrate her a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper, and then return to shallow strokes, and then penetrate her a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper, and return to shallow strokes, and then penetrate her a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper, all the way until we're having full-blown sex. Now we can contrast this to what a lot of guys do, which is just jackhammer the girl right away. Instead, what I'm doing here, and you should be doing, is constantly leaving the woman wanting more. Make her incessantly anticipate what it would be like for you to stick just a little bit more of your penis inside her. And when you do this to women, it drives them crazy.